Datti Ahmed's brother, Hakeem, declared support for Kola Abiola of PRP ahead of 2023 elections. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we note all when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Hakeem, who is the elder brother of Yusuf Datti Ahmed, the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has declared his support for the candidate of the People Redemption Party, Kola Abiola, for the 2023 presidency. Kola Abiola is the son of Moshood Kashimawo Olawole Abiola, popularly known as MKO, the acclaimed winner of the 1993 presidential election. Another notable Nigerian that threw his weight behind the presidential candidate of the People Redemption Party is the former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Attahiru Jega. Baba Ahmed, who is the spokesperson for the Northern Elders Forum, while endorsing Kola Abiola on Saturday, urged the party and members candidates to work hard and ensure that they win every available seat and public office in next year's poll. This is what I want to hear. This is what I want to hear. You can support anybody. Anybody. Nigerians. You can support anybody you are sure. I hope that just make sure your reason is that this person is competent enough and credible. That's all. Deep down, if you have done your observation and see that before God and man, that within you and your conscience, you have weighed this person. When it comes to capability, the person is capable. When it comes to credibility, the person is credible. And when it comes to competency and doggedness, and somebody who will allow equity, fairness, and justice to rule, and also the rule of law to rule. And of course, there will be separation of powers in the person's administration. No problem. Please go ahead. But just make sure, like I said, these are the reasons you have for supporting the person. Not because this person, he's the son of late MKO. They do that one now. I am so sorry we have left that kind of politics behind. Okay. These are Nigerians driven by personal interest. And these are Nigerians driven by personal interest and stomach infrastructural policy that drives the decision making. Why did Hakeem not ensure that Abiola came to speak to Northern Elders alongside the other aspirants if he sincerely believes in them? I do not want to talk about Jega. So far, you are supporting the person because the person is competent. No problem. Okay. I don't even want to talk about Jega. Jega is the worst thing that has happened to this country. Nigeria. Jega was the one that imposed Buhari on Nigerians. Very many Nigerians who are highly educated lack integrity and a good sense of judgment, and are wickedly driven by greed and waiting and control policy. They are there looting the Nigeria treasury, but they don't have the progress of the country at heart. Well, I don't think this is a nice thing to say about Baba Ahmed, to be very sincere with you. I don't think. You don't have to say this. Baba Ahmed, these days, he has started showing us that, he's coming out to, he's standing for the truth. These days, he's coming out to show us. But we don't know Shah, but that's what he portrays. It's actually a very wrong thing to say about Ahmed Shah. Okay, honestly, some of you are disappointing and can easily be deceived. How on earth will somebody tell you this kind of story and you agreed? Haba, Northern and far. Ask we from the north to tell you what kind of people we are in the north and people like him. Oh, in the north, two brothers can be in different parties and still live in the same compound, and no southerners who kill themselves. You can say that again. And you will not hear them say anything against each other. That is the beauty of democracy. It is an ideal that obedience supports and holds. This is one of the little items that add color to Datti's success. Okay. Telling an incapable fellow to try and win all available seats could be a form of mockery rather than support. Hey. Anyway, how are we even sure that this statement is even coming from Hakeem Baba Ahmed? Because I will not be surprised tomorrow we'll come and hear, oh, sorry, I did not see anything like that to you. You understand? Okay. All Nigerians cannot be on the same page, of course. He is free to choose and support a candidate irrespective of tribe, religion, and ethnicity. Of course, he is free to. There is no difference between Kola and Tinubu. Must you run for presidency simply because your father could not emerge the president and the other one believes it is his turn? When will Nigeria wake up from the slumbering slavery mind? We've had wasted 8 years. This is a country where people decide their candidates based on tribalism. Yoruba voting for a Yoruba based on tribal values is totally rubbish. Let the truth be told, the more we keep saying tribal differences, the more the issue grows. The more the issue grows, it is high time we come together as a head to choose a competent candidate and not being deceived by politicians. Any president who has refused to perform in the good 4 years should not be reconsidered for another term. The only thing I picked out of this statement is the last paragraph. I am of the opinion that if you don't perform well for your first tenure, you will get out. And that first tenure, we don't want to, as in, perform my minutes. You must not do everything. No. There is no how you do everything, but there will be a good impression you would have made. But you see, in this country, there's a particular local government, I don't want to say call that local government. One of my friends called me and was complaining very bitterly about that particular local government. That the local government chairman has refused to do the roads. You understand? That the said woman said does not even live in that particular local government. I think that particular my friend is staying in. He said he's staying in Lagos. I won't call the particular local government. But the thing is, the first tenure she didn't work. But because of Kashima let the person Kokosha Sheton, let her finish her tenure. That they allowed her. And I'm like, what? She's a woman. And I'm like, what? So you have to suffer. Anyway, that's not even what we're talking about. But like I said, I love that particular last paragraph. Anybody will not do well. Even I've said it before. It should be signed like a bill into law. If you don't do it for your first tenure, you pack your kaya and you go. If you're not able to do well on the first tenure, you pack your kaya and you go. They are scheming to collapse into APC, but God will crash them out as they are collapsing. Ha. Okay, I can see the handwriting on the wall next time we step down for Obi'S movement. How? I don't understand. Do not be deceived. Remember, Kwankwaso accused the NEF of using their forum to promote a consensus candidate during their last interaction with presidential candidates. So he cannot openly support his younger brother's party. And there's talk and the answer in herself. We are going to see and where all this leads to. I've said it before that you people know I'm not a kind of predict and win kind of person. I prefer to watch as things unfold so that we go see as everything could be at the end of the day. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you